All right, guys, we're gonna take this ONYX with everything exposed on the side. I haven't had time to put it back together yet. We're still working on it. We haven't done our turn signals. Hopefully we do that in the next video, kind of get some more stuff mocked up on the bike. I got a front fender. I'm gonna take it like this and hopefully everything is right. Nothing pops out of the side panel, and just gonna see how it does with the new battery. So I will say that we do have this bike in champ mode. I believe it's champ mode. It's either torque or champ. It's the lowest mode you can do on John Angel's website. I just wanted to get a little bit more power out of the bike, but I didn't want to overkill it because we're trying to do a test on this battery. But it just felt like the stock power is just a little bit too less. But it's kind of cool running with a ONYX with everything like open and stuff on the side. I've already seen 2 people that I passed to look at me like, what the heck? There's still some rattles and bumps and stuff like that, but for the most part, tightening down the battery a lot more with these straps that the guy had on here really kind of helped that. The battery was the main thing that was bouncing around. The wood cover too also makes a shit ton of noise, so not having that is helping. Oh, that was a lot. By the time we're done with this build, it should be almost rattle free. I would think so. I gotta be careful because you guys already know we don't have a brake for this side. That's like the biggest thing I need to fix, but I've never been good at brakes. Even working on a bicycle with brakes. Only changing pads, that's about it. I've never actually had to do like cable lines or hydraulic lines. So I'm thinking I honestly might even just take it to a bicycle shop to have them do that brake setup. So I go put the rear brakes in the back, get it all set up again, mounted and everything, and then someone has to run the line. They might have to cut at the sides, I'm not 100% sure. Woohoo! This bike has some power now, baby. It just felt a little bit too slow. And I also changed, I believe it was the acceleration from, I think it was 5 to 4, something like that. Front brake rotor's rubbing too. We need to fix that, but we'll get to that one of these days. Sometimes you just really can't fix that other than changing out the brake pads, or what you basically have to do is loosen the brake unit itself, hold the brakes, and then tighten it all down so both brake pads on both sides are even. You know, I was gonna go around everybody, but I'm feeling like it's a pretty nice day to chill. And there's a cop over there that I just noticed. Could bust a bunch of people that are just sitting in the street because you're not supposed to be in the street. That's a clean ass car. Oh, that cop's going after somebody. I'm so excited, man. This thing is gonna be so damn nice when it's all done. I think I'm actually gonna be into the ONYX RCR again because the shorty one is great. I love it. Should I hit it back here? Let's do it. Holy crap. There's never really any cars back here. That's why I figured I would do it, but I gotta be careful. I got one brake, so that's sketchy. That's sketchy and rough. I think if I go for rides now, I think I'm gonna have my girlfriend ride this one, and I could ride the other ONYX because this has a half throttle on it. Kids are waving. He's throwing gang signs. That's a girl throwing gang signs. All right. This quarter throttle hurts, man. I will say that, but it's so much safer than a full throttle. If someone's really not that good at a full throttle and they might accidentally lean back too far and just keep on doing it, whiskey throttle. So I'm full out right now, dipping down to the 73 volt, 48 miles per hour is what we're holding. That's pretty good. It's not terrible. This reminds me just like the Super 73, 72 volt now. It's like 100% the same now, except this is heavier. Oh! None of my wires have came out though. I hit that big old pothole and my wires are still good. So I'll give it that. Oh, man. Making a lot of noise, ONYX. Quiet it down in there. Man, my right hand is getting really tired. The throttle and the brake, back and forth. I can't use his hand at all. His hand's really not doing anything but just holding me stable. I'm very curious to see what our trip is gonna look like. You guys already know on the Super 73, when I get to work, we're at 79.5 volts. And when I get to work on the Sur-Ron, it's normally about 80 to 81 volts because they have a way bigger battery in that. We should pedal past all these people. I don't pedal on this bike just because the cranks are still bent. I haven't replaced those yet. I know we said we were gonna do that on part 1. I never got to it. So when I hit it like that, we're jumping down to it looked like 68 volts. And that's in the lowest mode you can put it in. So I'm thinking, just for like range sake, I'm honestly thinking of turning it back, like dialing it back a little bit. Current battery percent or usage or something like that on the Kelly controller when you get the app for your Android phone, it's at like 55. And then the bike is at 50. And the bike is now turned up to 60, but the battery percent is, I didn't even go to 100. I went to like 90. But I think that's what's pulling so much power. Bye. All right, so we're going uphill, but don't worry. Let's see how it is going downhill. See what we hit. Come on, Mike, let's go. 50. I love that the mile per hour is accurate. I love the fact that people are watching my videos and dialing that in. So 50. Same as my ONYX. Boom. At least the Super 73 going downhill, it will just keep going. When that's a nice ass, is it the SRT? The SRT? I don't know. I can't tell. Working on my bike. That's why it looks like this. Everyone's staring at me. It's because it's a work in progress. And I don't know, I just wanted to take it to work. Why not? It made it. It would have never made it the first time. And she ain't paying attention. Thanks. The shorty feels so funky to push around because it's so low. I was almost about to ride this down this hallway. Like I said, I love the shorty, but pushing it, I'm hunched over pushing it instead of the other one. I'm more like straight up and down just because it's so short. So it says we got here at 78.0 volts. I'm pretty sure that might bump up another like 2 or 3 points at the end, but obviously not as good range as the other bike's own. So see you guys at nighttime, see if it makes it home. Decided to not bring the charger. I just realized I don't know where the hell I put my gloves. Oh, thank God. Okay. All right, we're about to get on this bad boy with the whole side panel open. Everything should stay cool though. It's a good cooling mod if you don't mind how the bike looks without none of the stuff on it. Controller should stay nice and cold. The battery should stay nice and cold. The motor is still, you know, still can overheat. There's no Statorade fluid or nothing in it, but it is what it is. I didn't put my phone on here because I'm just trying to get the heck out of here. I got 3 days off after this. Let's go. Later.
Later, guys.
Hopefully my bike gets back. It died on me last time. Woo! All right, it's very awkward to be on the sidewalk with the ONYX, but we're gonna do it. It's just not fast enough to get in the turning lane. Whoa, I'm gone, baby, I'm gone. So we did have a very low voltage sag right there. It looked like it hit like 64 or something like that. That was very, very low. Very surprised. I'm not liking that too much. So, I mean, honestly, like I might even just put the bike back to the power that it used to be on. And we're doing 44, 45. Not terrible, but obviously we all know. I've done so many videos on the ONYX back on my first channel when I first started YouTube. That's all it was, is the ONYX and a little bit of the Sur-Ron, and you guys already know how I feel about the ONYX. It's just not fast enough. My Super 73 stays at 49, 50 miles an hour the whole entire time, even when the battery like drops. This one doesn't at all. It starts losing top speed, and that's just kind of whack if you ask me. Oh man, yeah, so we dipped down into the 63. Man, yeah, we're gonna have to go back. I'm gonna probably change these settings. The only thing that I might end up doing is buying, oh damn, is buying my buddy's 41 amp hour battery off of him, because he's going with, is it Qi or Chai? I think it's Qi. The Qi batteries, he's gonna do that Rebel battery. And it'd be nice to have a 41 amp hour battery in one of these bikes. The only bad thing is he lives so far from me, like insanely far, that if I actually still wanted to hang out with him, we would have to meet up like halfway just to be able to ride together for a little bit. This isn't made to go very far. My ONYX was, I mean, my Servon will still go hella far. Are they turning? Oh my lord, dude. Hey people, so having street tires on this bike, when you hit these little lines in the road that you can probably see that I'm riding over, oh, night and day difference over these dirt tires that were on my other one. Night and day. This thing is so smooth. It's insanely smooth. Oh man, the battery just dipped down to 60 volts when I did that pull right there. Pretty bad. Yeah, the 41 amp hour battery would be awesome to have. I think my buddy, I think he said like 900 bucks, but I want to see if I can work out a deal with him where I can give him this battery back, but I bought it for 200 bucks. I'll give it back to him for like 140, 150 bucks. So then I can buy his battery off him at the discount, plus, you know, give him his battery back so he has a backup. Because I don't want to have 4 ONYX batteries. I'm literally going to have 4 ONYX batteries if I buy his 41 amp hour. And then I'm going to have 3 23 amp hours. And I only want 1 backup just for emergency purposes. That's all I want. I don't need all these batteries. So I'm going to be listing it up on Craigslist soon. That one that's having issues. It works all day long in normal mode and eco mode. But as soon as you hit sports mode, the battery will cut off. Like, do 2 pulls on it, or maybe 3 pulls, and the bike will cut off on you. So if you guys want to buy it, you guys can. It's definitely going to be listed on Craigslist. You guys can hit me on Instagram if you guys are good at fixing batteries. I'll sell it cheap. Honestly, I'll sell that broken battery for probably 60 bucks. So if someone wants it, just to take it out of my garage. Because I don't know really what I'm supposed to do with it. I can't just throw it in the garage. I would love to just throw it in the garbage, not the garage, and have the garbage man pick it up, but that's battery, so you can't just get rid of it that way. So I'd have to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know if you have to go to a place and drop it off, or I gotta like soak it or something like that in something. I think there's a way to put these batteries in something. What the hell? That's not a good place to do a U-turn. I don't know what that guy was thinking. So this whole road, we're gonna be flat out going home. I don't have like 2 places to brake, because I got some, oh my God, some 4-way stops. Oh, now I remember why I was, I love my Servon, because this thing is not very comfortable when hitting stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be flat out going all the way home. It says I'm down to my last 4 bars on the battery, and I remember what I was saying. This distance is off. It says we've only done almost 10 miles. And it might be really close. I think it's a mile off. But crazy, 10 miles, and we're down to 4 battery bars. Like, well, come on, what is that? The reason why I'm not a big fan of the 23 amp hour battery is the simple fact that there's no BMS. There's no way of, well, there's no Bluetooth BMS, so you can't get into the BMS on your phone to see what's going on, to see how the cells are balancing. You can see like if there's a bad cell. So on that battery that's messed up at my house, I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on with it. So I couldn't tell you. Local traffic only, okay. That's me, I live over here. Well, tomorrow marks the day that my girl's going to Vegas without me. She's gonna be hanging out with my buddy Ruben Soul and his girlfriend, but she's actually going up there for work because she got a new job, and good for her. She's making double the money that she was working where I was working, because we work together. So props to her. Hopefully she has a good time in Vegas. I really wanted to go. I was gonna do some e-bike stuff in Vegas, but I think my buddy sold his bikes. And I'll be honest, if I was gonna bring my bike to Vegas and I actually went that way, I'm not putting it on my bike carrier. There's no absolute way I'm putting on my bike carrier going 5 hours and 40 minutes. That's how far Vegas is for me. I would rather take off the battery, take off the battery, take off the wheel, take out whatever I gotta take, and I would fit it in my car somehow. And I'd probably bring my Sur-Ron, to be honest. The Sur-Ron's the best bike I got. But I smell my brakes. My brakes are on fire because I'm just using the front ones, and I can smell them. They're cooking. Because I'm not easy with my bikes, and I've been slamming on them. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. And there's a car that's still behind me, so hopefully we don't get mugged or anything like that. Oh, just the next door neighbors. Getting here, I am at 72.4 volts, so we're halfway down on the battery. Roughly, probably, it's gonna bounce up to 73, so I'm gonna say it's like, I don't know, 53%, somewhere around there, but yeah, that's pretty shitty range for just 10 miles, but that does make sense. You get about 20 miles out of the stock 23 amp hour battery in sports mode. So I mean, that is accurate. I'm not talking shit on that, but the range is just not great. So 41 amp hour battery should be better. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see what bike I'm gonna ride next, and we'll go from there. And that headlight is bright. I didn't know how bright the headlight was, but later guys, peace out. Love all you guys.